All right. What is up, guys? So, I still didn't clean out the coffee maker because I spent almost the entire day yesterday looking for the key for that car. And the crazy thing is, I could have run it while I was doing that, but it didn't even cross my mind. I just get tunnel vision sometimes. So, I guess we're doing the hazelnut without a clean coffee maker. I definitely don't want to do the blue. It's not that it's dirty. Like, I still wash it, but I want to do the whole descaling thing. I don't want to do the blueberry or the shoe fly pie. Definitely not the two new Christmas coffees, but we're not doing those till December anyways, because fuck people that do Christmas shit before Thanksgiving is over. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Most of you people will probably see this on Thanksgiving. And what do you mean, you people? Why'd I even say that? Does anyone ever watch what's it called? Oh shit. 1 second. Let me count this out. One, two, three, four, five. Tropic Thunder. That's what it's called. I feel like that was one of the last funny movies that ever came out. I admittedly I don't watch movies anymore, but I haven't seen anything that looks remotely as interesting or ridiculously off the top funny as that is. If you've never seen it, go check it out. But um, we're just gonna get right to it today. I did manage to find the key eventually. We'll just do the update real quick. Um, I cleaned whole sections of the house looking for it. Normally, I have a rack that I leave all the keys on, but I took that down as part of the renovation. And since then, I've just been keeping the keys on my dresser, but it wasn't there, and I couldn't find it. And then I was like, I felt so dumb because do you know where it was? It was out in the car in the ignition. Because I remember what happened now. At one point, I needed something out of the trunk of that car, and the battery was totally dead. And apparently, this car, for whatever reason, locks the key into the ignition if the battery is totally dead. It was. It's also got an electronic trunk release. So there was to get into the trunk, I had to open up the inside of the car and then fold down the back row of seats and crawl into the trunk from the passenger compartment of the vehicle. But then when I went to go take the key out and lock it up, it wouldn't let me. So I did a cost benefit analysis, and I was like, the car won't start. It's completely dead. There's probably nothing in here no one really cares about for the most part. And it's all the way in my backyard off the street. Most people can't even see it. Even if they can, it's very unlikely, especially in this area, that someone's walking into my backyard and trying to open the car anyways. So I actually left the car unlocked with the key in the ignition because I couldn't figure out how to get that out. Well, yesterday, after I realized that was in there, I went on YouTube. There's a helpful little YouTube video, it's 4 minutes long, less than that, where a guy shows there's a hole underneath the steering wheel that you can shove a flathead screwdriver in and press a release lever to get the key out. So I got the key out. That was like all day though, so I didn't get the chance to clean out the car. We're doing that tonight, and it's actually fine because the internet is so abysmally slow that I uploaded 2 videos before I went to sleep, and they're not even 50% done. I have a limit that as much as I want to get all these videos off my hard drive and onto the internet so that I can reset my PC and install the new OS, I only upload 2 videos per night to the StreamVod channel because I don't want it to cut into my potential streaming time. However, I guess they're both large VODs tonight, and it's almost certainly going to cut into my potential streaming time because it's been like about an hour or two since I woke up. Like I had breakfast and stuff, but one of them is approaching 50%. The other one's still at 30%. I don't know, honestly, if I'm still gonna be awake by the time these 2 videos finish uploading. So I have no idea if I'm streaming tonight. If I am, it's probably at like 4 in the morning when nobody's awake to watch it again. But it is what it is. Now, what I want to talk about today is the coffee ready yet? Where's my coffee cup? Yeah, it's close enough, especially by the time I have my coffee cup. So, what I want to talk today is the exact same thing of what I talked about yesterday, except on the opposite side. I've been going really hard on men, and well, that was weird phrasing, but I've been talking a lot of shit on men lately, and now it's women's turn. You know, so we were talking about like that kind of possessive, jealous love yesterday, where it's not really love, it's just a corrupted form of passion, lust, greed, all those things wrapped into something pretending to be love. But we were talking specifically about like destiny and Mizkif, that type of bullshit, where like a guy will do some kind of like, a sexual assault and then try and blame it on the women, like way beyond mere victim shaming. We're talking levels of just truly evil gaslighting and stuff like that. Well, women do it too. And there's been 2 really big examples lately. One of them, oh, that's potent. It's like there's too much hazelnut almost. I kind of wish I had some sugar. Do I put brown sugar in it? We're gonna put brown sugar in it. I keep kind of forgetting to get sugar, but also I don't want to spend money on sugar right now. I still have some brown sugar left. So, what happened is, again, I was eating breakfast, watching a couple videos. I like to do kind of mindless shit because my brain takes 3 hours to wake up and 2 cups of coffee. I actually drink tea with my breakfast right now. Earl Grey with cream and raw honey. Normally, I do coconut milk, but we're not buying that right now, so it's just I'm using the regular creamer. I'm gonna do 2 spoons of this brown sugar. That's usually about the right amount for this size of coffee cup. So I just watch kind of like mindless bullshit in the morning where I don't need to think before my brain is working. And usually it's just like light commentary, like a Moist Critical video talking about people stealing Pokemon cards, or not stealing, but like scalping and getting in fist fights over Pokemon card releases and stuff like that. Something stupid like that. Well, today I saw a video where Charlie was talking about this woman crashing out on some dude named Black Boy Max. Now, I don't know who he is, but I want to be clear. That's no shade on him. Let me clean this spoon off real quick. Ironically, the woman in the video talks about how she has no idea who he is, but it's clearly meant to be some type of disrespect, which is ironic because she's like trying to steal his clout, and then she flips on him and starts talking all kinds of shit. And we'll get to that in a minute. Oh yeah, that's much better. I have no idea. Did I put too many scoops in? It's like too strong hazelnut, which is crazy because I love hazelnut. Hey kitty. I wonder what happens if I mix the hazelnut and the French vanilla coffee. That sounds like it would be pretty good. Maybe we try that tomorrow. So basically, I just don't know who Black Boy Max is because I'm like a space wizard, a space lizard. That is Mark Zuckerberg. I'm a space wizard that lives in a cave in the middle of an asteroid field, right? So, like, he's a Grammy nominated content creator. He also streams, and that's all I really know about him. I don't know anyone who's nominated for the Grammys except for Poppy. And I don't even know if that was like this year or a previous year, right? So I don't know any of those people, just to be clear. No shade on the dude. In fact, best of luck to him. He seems like, at least from what I've seen in the clips, a relatively decent guy. What happens is he's out walking around. Apparently, he's nominated for the Streamer Awards too. So he's out walking around promoting, I think, the Streamer Awards, trying to get people to vote for him. He's got like this poster. It says vote, and it's got a QR code. Hey, kitty. What's up, bud? I'll let you out in a minute, okay? I'm going to go out and work on the car, and you can come out with me. Oh, you just want to chill in my lap? Fair enough. Okay. So he is out there walking around, and this random woman comes up to him, sees he's like live streaming and filming or whatever, and she just wants to be part of it, right? She comes up like all egotistical and shit, like, oh, I'm like America's next top model or whatever from like 20 years ago or something, by the way. Now, I do want to say there's the guy's like 22 or something, and she's like 40. There's a whole conversation about like, oh, it's just weird. Like a 40-year-old. So the big controversy, because my brain still isn't turned on entirely yet. I'm just skipping all over the place. Is that she asks for a kiss. He says no, thank you, and walks away. And she spends like an entire day crashing out, uploading videos about it. It's like legit exactly the type of thing Mizkif or Destiny or someone would do, except on the opposite side, right? The tables have been flipped. And It's absolutely insane because if you think about it from the opposite direction, if a guy were to just walk up to a random woman on the street and take out their phone and start recording and ask for a kiss. First of all, just doing that in the first place, I'm pretty sure the entire internet would be crashing down on that guy. Second of all, if he then went and started uploading a bunch of videos about how like that woman disrespected him and is like costing him money and was threatening to sue. She literally threatens to sue over the fact that the guy didn't want to kiss her, which is like, holy shit, that is evil as fuck. Like, do you not understand consent, you evil bitch? Um, so yeah, I raged out for a second. Forgot what I was saying. Let me reset. All right. What happens then is she starts uploading all these videos threatening to sue him, says she doesn't have the time. She says, "You're costing me money because I like I'm spending this 3 minutes uploading this video instead of working." What the fuck is wrong with you? It's your own damn demons in your head that are costing you money. And like, how the hell much money are you losing in 3 minutes? She's this 40-year-old, washed up, mediocre looking ex model who didn't even win, by the way. She's coming in like all like, oh, like I'm America's next top model, but she got third place. She didn't even fucking win. You're not America's next top model. You are specifically not America's top model. Two other people beat you. She is just trying to farm this guy's clout because he's like a Grammy winner, a Grammy nominee, has like his whole posse with a bunch of video cameras around him. And then she uploads like 2 or 3 videos afterwards, just crashing out on this dude because he set boundaries. And it's just evil as fuck, right? This, like, you guys need to learn to respect people's boundaries and understand and accept consent. And I don't want to go into it where I'm doing my best to bring these videos down to a more reasonable length, but there is another episode where a woman does a very similar thing that I would say is arguably far worse, and I think the cops agree with me because they've arrested her. There was this DoorDasher. She got called to a DoorDash to drop off some food late at night, I think. And I don't know what time it was specifically, but the directions were to leave the food outside the door. She doesn't follow the directions. She enters this man's house. He is half naked, passed out on the couch, drunk, and she starts recording video of him. And then she uploads it to her TikTok or whatever, claiming that she got sexually assaulted by a man that she filmed in a state of undressed without his consent when she wasn't even supposed to be in her house. She spends like days crashing out over this, saying that she got fired from DoorDash and she doesn't know why. The reason why is because she was being investigated for several crimes. Now, it all depends on the jurisdiction and stuff. I'm not a lawyer. I like studied a little bit of constitutional law in college, but never went to law school or anything like that. So take this all with a grain of salt. But depending on like your local state and stuff, there are different laws, and these laws have different names. But entering someone's house without their permission is usually either burglary or breaking and entering. So that's one crime. Two, filming someone without their permission, especially in a private area, that is definitely a crime in a lot of states. I think there's like a gray area where it may depend on if it's a single consent state or a dual consent state. For example, Pennsylvania, where I live right now, is a dual consent state. If I want to like record a phone call here, both people on the phone call need to know they're being recorded. All parties on the phone call need to know they're being recorded, right? The guy is obviously passed out. He can't record at all, and um, he can't consent at all, right? And then she uploads this video of him naked, passed out to the internet, which is arguably a sex crime. You know, you could say, depending on certain laws, it may be a form of revenge porn or something like that. I don't know the specifics of that, but I'd say if that's not a crime, it needs to be, right? You can't just, maybe it's like stalking or voyeurism or something like that, but you can't just record people naked in their own home and then post that to the internet. So she gets fired from DoorDash. They won't tell her why, and the reason why they won't tell her why is because the police are investigating it, right? And then she gets arrested. But the whole time, she's fucking lying about this shit. She claims that she shows up to drop off the food and the door is wide open and he's just beating his meat to her. But there's a doorbell cam that catches her opening the door and doing all of this while the guy is passed out drunk. Like, stop fucking lying, you evil bitch. And I want to be clear, that is not a term that I use exclusively for women. It is my nickname for the devil. I will call anyone a bitch if I look at them and I see the devil in their eyes, right? Stephen Bennell, or whatever the fuck Destiny's name is a bitch. Right now, Miss Kiff is a bitch. This weird DoorDasher and that washed up old ass failed model, they're all bitches, right? I think that's the craziest thing too. There's a weird aside I want to say. A lot of people are like, "Yo, she's 40, bro. What she doing asking a 22-year-old for a kiss? Who the fuck cares?" Like, that's just the stupidest argument I've ever heard. They're both legal adults. I don't care if someone is 18 and the other person is 96. As long as they're just both legal adults and they both consent, do whatever the hell you want, right? I think that's just the stupidest narrative. But everything else besides that one little like age gap thing, like who the fuck cares about an age gap except people who are probably desperate that they can't get laid because they've got no game. That's how I feel. So they're like jealous that 40-year-olds get more action than them at 22, you know? That's why I think people care about the age gap. Anyways, I think that's all I've really got to say today. It's just like, I've been talking a lot of shit on men lately, and I don't want this to become a man-hating channel. We're gonna talk some shit on women too. Regardless of what your sex or gender is, if you're non-binary, if you're some like new gender that no one's ever heard of before except in the depths of your own depravity, it doesn't matter. There are two things that are extremely important. The number one is to respect people's boundaries. That just goes platonically and like in every sense, right? If someone sets a boundary for you, don't cross it. It's that simple. The second thing is to respect the idea of consent. No one owes you anything, especially not any kind of sexual favor. The fact that this insane woman is crashing out about the fact that some random dude who she's never known before, who's half her age, didn't want to give her a kiss is one of the most insane things I have ever heard. If a dude were doing this, the entire internet would be attempting to destroy him right now. So that's all I really want to say. Just please do your best to love each other better, respect people's boundaries, respect their consent, and yeah, that's all I have to say today. I'm gonna finish this coffee. I'm gonna go clean out the car, and then I guess I'll clean up around the rest of the house. There's a lot of laundry and stuff I need to do. Whenever the videos are finished uploading, I will go live. Although I probably won't be live or might not upload a video tomorrow because I've got family things to do. I want to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whatever the term is on whatever platform you're watching this. I love all of you, and God bless America. Cheers.